If you want to be profitable in trading, you need to pay attention, especially if you're a beginner. What I'm going to teach you about today is a very important confluence. It is the bread and butter of trading. What is that? A fair value gap. All a fair value gap is an imbalance in price. It's kind of like a yin and yang. When there's an imbalance, it needs to be filled. So let me show you how to spot it and use it in a trade. So as you can see right here, there's a fair value gap, 3 candles, and there's this big giant gap, hence the name fair value gap. So we're going to go ahead and box that out. Now what we're going to wait for is price to tap back into this gap. So as you can see, the candle before did wick into the gap. However, it wasn't actually closed inside of the gap. This candle right here is closed inside the gap, which means you can't enter. So what we will do is go ahead and go right here, set our stop loss right there. And my strategy calls for at least a 2.5 to 1. So this is exactly what your trade would look like if you were to get into a fair value gap entry. So you set your stop losses and your take profits so you're not gambling. And again, make sure you're using your position size calculator to make sure you are putting in the right amount of money. So when your stop losses hit, you're not losing 20% of your account. Now we'll let the trade play out and see if it worked. So as you can see, the fair value gap worked perfectly. However, there's one more thing I need to add. You should not just be taking your trades off of fair value gaps, but you should be using them in your strategy as a foundation. If you want, you can join my free Discord. I have a free strategy in there. Will you be using fair value gaps? Comment yes or no. Drop a follow, and again, join my free Discord if you found this helpful.